One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cardinals will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Off-play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Wide open spaces. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to walk. It's a running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to Brown. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation.
It's a fumble! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
That's caught. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So they'll send out the field goal unit. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control, off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Moss. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man. It's Watson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quick completion on the out route.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Let's go! Let's go! Finding an escape route. He's loose. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Moss. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Once he got some room, it was over.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Golden. He smashes his way through again. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Moss. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away on 4th down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just way off target and missed it.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Hits the crease. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He fires one deep down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick, under...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. He'll feel the butt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. off the play fake on first down. To throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now the play fake. Under fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend. He catches the football, but what does he do? He gets it on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. And here they come almost all the way back.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the two-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. throw on first down off the play fake. Sends it downfield. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. As you can tell, the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. The 10, touchdown, Arkansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Adams. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go and make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed up.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. Hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.